a girl who lived in the snow, Scandinavia. In a small village, buried deep in the northern forests of Norway, there was once a girl named Astrid who never felt cold. Even as a child, she would walk barefoot across frostbitten earth, while other children shivered and wrapped themselves in wool. Astrid stood still in the falling snow, smiling as if it whispered secrets only she could hear. Her mother warned her, "Stay inside when the White Lady walks." The White Lady was a spirit of Winteran, ancient being, said to roam during the longest nights, searching for lonely children. But Astrid did not fear her. One winter evening, during the longest night of the year, a blizzard swallowed the village whole. Windows iced over, doors froze shut, the wind howled like something grieving, and Astrid was gone. Her footprints led into the forest. The men searched for days. They found no body, no torn clothes, no just her small footprints in the snow, walking calmly beside a second set of prints, long and narrow, barefoot impressions that did not sink into the snow. Years sped. Then, one bitter winter night, a hunter became lost in a storm. As he stumbled through the woods, freezing and delirious, he saw a light glowing between the trees. There stood a small wooden cabin that had never existed before. Inside, a young woman with pale hair sat beside a fire. Her skin looked almost blue. She did not blink when he entered. "You're cold," she said softly. "Stay." The hunter noticed something strange. The fire gave no heat. Frost covered the walls inside the cabin. "Where I whispered. "You're safe," she said. He looked at her carefully. She hadn't aged a day. Her bare feet left no marks on the wooden floor. Behind her, hanging from the wall, were coats, dozens of them, frozen, stiff. The hunter tried to leave, but when he opened the door, there was no forest, only endless white snow blowing in every direction. The girl stepped closer. Her breath fogged the air. "You don't have to be lonely anymore." The hunter's screams were swallowed by the storm. When the villagers found him in spring, he was standing upright in the forest, frozen solid, eyes wide open in terror. His footprints showed he had walked calmly into the woods, and beside a second pair, barefoot. The bamboo child, Japan. In rural Japan, there is an old tale whispered in mountain villages about the bamboo cutters. A widowed bamboo cutter once found a glowing stalk deep in the forest. Inside it was a tiny girl, no larger than his thumb. He brought her home. She grew rapidly. Within months, she was a beautiful young woman. She never cried, never laughed loudly. She spent nights staring at the moon. The villagers believed she was a blessing, Men came from far away to ask for her hand in marriage. She refused them all. When pressed, she gave impossible tasks. Bring me the jeweled branch of Mount Horai. Bring me the fireproof robe of the fire rat, Olfeilith. But strange things began happening. Anyone who tried too hard to win her affection disappeared in the mountain. Their bodies were later found drained of Cholera, if the life had been pulled out through their eyes. The bamboo cutter grew frightened. One night, he woke to find his daughter standing in the yard under a full moon. Her skin glowed faintly. Her eyes reflected no light. "I do not belong here," she whispered. He begged her not to leave. She turned slowly toward him. "You were kind," she said. "That is why I stayed." In the distance, shadows moved between the tree-stall figures without faces. The air grew heavy. The girl began to rise slowly into the sky, her body dissolving into pale light. But before she vanished completely, she looked back at the forest and smiled. The next morning, half the bamboo grove had withered to gray ash. Years later, villagers claim that on certain nights, a glowing woman can be seen drifting above the mountains. And if you stare too long at the moon, you may feel something staring back. The girl who ate the moon, West Africa, in an old Yoruba tale told quietly by elders. There was once a girl named Aduni who was born during a lunar eclipse. From childhood, she would not eat normal food. Rice made her sick. Yams tasted like ash. But every full moon, she grew restless. She would climb onto the roof of her father's hut and open her mouth wide toward the sky. One night, during a full harvest moon, something changed. The moon dimmed. The villagers screamed. Chickens scattered. Dogs howled. Aduni collapsed from the roof, unconscious. When Sivoke, her eyes were pale silver. From that night on, people began falling ill. They would wake weak, claiming something had sat on their chest and breathed into their mouth. Each time someone fell sick, the moon grew thinner. The village priestess confronted Aduni. "What have you swallowed?" "Se," demanded. Aduni smiled, her teeth shining like ivory. "I was hungry." On the next full moon, the sky went dark, completely dark. No stars, no moon, only Aduni standing in the center of the village, glowing faintly. Her mouth opened wider than any human mouth should. Inside was swirling light. The priestess realized the truth. Aduni was not eating the moon. She was becoming it. The villagers fled before dawn. By sunrise, Aduni was gone, and slowly, the moon returned to the sky smaller than before. Even now, elders say lunar eclipses are moments when something tries to eat the moon again. And sometimes, if you look carefully, you might see a girl's silhouette inside it.